Welcome, everyone, to Truth and Freedom Podcast, where awakening begins with asking the question most people are afraid to ask. I'm your host, Dr. Dan Amzallag, and this is not just another podcast. This is a journey into awareness, courage, and truth. Now, in today's episode, we're diving into something that many of us struggle with: being emotionally honest, not just with others, but with ourselves. You see, most of us wear a mask, not out of deceit, but out of survival. We've learned over time that showing too much emotion might be seen as weakness, that being vulnerable could invite rejection, judgment, or pain. So we put on a brave face, a calm voice, a confident posture, even when we're crumbling inside. But here's the thing about masks: they might protect you, but they also prevent you from being truly seen. Emotionally honesty is the courage to take that mask off, to say, I'm not okay right now, or that hurt me more than I want to admit. Now, this is a decision to stop pretending everything's fine when your heart knows it's not. And it doesn't mean oversharing or drowning others in emotion. It means honoring what you feel, the good, the bad, and the complicated, without judgment or shame. Because emotional honesty isn't weakness, it's power, it's self-awareness in motion. When you suppress your emotion long enough, they don't disappear. They just find other way to surface. Through exhaustion, irritability, anxiety, even illness, the body keeps the score of the feelings we avoid. Now you might say, I don't want to feel angry, but that anger still lives somewhere inside you, reshaping your energy, your reactions, your choices. You might say, hey, I'm fine, but the truth always leaks out in the tone of your voice, in the distance you create, in the quiet moments where you feel disconnected from yourself. Here's what's real: emotions are not the enemy, they are messages. Anger says something needs to change. Sadness says something needs to be released. Fear says something needs to be faced. And love? Well, love says something needs to be expressed. And when you ignore these messages, you silence the parts of you that are trying to guide you towards healing. So, emotional honesty isn't about being dramatic. It's about being direct. It's about saying, hey, I feel hurt, but I'm willing to talk about it. Or, I'm scared, but I'm ready to face it. It's meeting your emotions with curiosity instead of shame. So here's the truth: the people who truly love and respect you don't need your perfection. They need your authenticity. They can't connect with the mask. They connect with the human underneath the mask. And that's what builds trust: not flawless strength, but honest vulnerability. Now, in professional settings, emotional honesty might look like admitting when you are overwhelmed, asking for help, or acknowledging when you made a mistake. Now, in personal relationships, it's being transparent about your needs and feelings instead of expecting others to read your mind. Now, when you practice emotional honesty, you stop living reactively. You start living intentionally. And here's a deeper layer: being emotional honest with yourself. That means asking, what am I really feeling right now? Not what you think you should feel, not what looks acceptable to feel, but what's actually there. Now, it's easy to say, I'm angry, when the truth is, you're hurt. It's easy to say, I'm tired, when the truth is, you're uninspired. Or also, it's easy to say, I'm busy, when the truth is, you're avoiding something painful. But healing starts the moment you name what's real. Because what you refuse to feel, you can't release. Emotional honesty is freedom, because it lets you live in alignment with your truth, not your fear. Now, you'll lose people who can't handle your realness. Yeah, it will happen. That's a guarantee. But you will attract those who can. And that's a fair trade, because connection without honesty is just performance. So ask yourself today, where in my life am I still wearing a mask? What emotion have I been pretending not to feel? And what would change if I told the truth? first to myself and then to others. So the more you practice this, the lighter you become, because pretending is heavy. It drains your spirit and dims your light. Now, you were meant to live half hidden behind emotional walls. You were meant to feel deeply, to speak truthfully, to live fully. Emotional honesty doesn't make life easier, but it makes it real. And real is where the healing happens. Real is where love lives. Real is where you finally stop surviving and start living. So tonight, take off that mask, look yourself in the mirror, and simply say, "Here I am, all of me." That's not weakness, that's freedom. Stay tuned for more truth at our next episode.